6 a.m. The alarm. You wake up before the phone buzzes. 6 years in this work taught you that sleeping too deeply is how you don't wake up at all. The apartment is small, 1 bedroom in Culiacan. Modest, forgettable. Your neighbors think you work in logistics. They're not wrong, technically. You check your phone. No messages yet. You shower. You look at yourself in the mirror. You're 28 years old. You look 40. The work ages you differently, not in wrinkles, but in the eyes. You count exits now, sight lines, hands, but not bodies, never bodies. That number stopped mattering around 30. 7 a.m. The call. Coffee, eggs, toast. The TV plays morning news. Another shooting in Mazatlan. 3 dead. You recognize the neighborhood. You were there last week. Your phone vibrates. Unknown number. You answer without speaking. Cathedral, noon, confession booth. The line goes dead. You finish breakfast. You wash the plate. Everything in its place. If the police raid this apartment, they'll find nothing. No weapons, no drugs, no evidence. Just a man who lives alone and keeps his kitchen clean. 9 a.m. The cathedral. You drive across the city. 3 wrong turns. You double back twice, checking if anyone follows. No one does. The cathedral sits in the old district. Stone walls, tourists taking photos. You walk inside. Confession booth on the left. Through the screen, a voice. We have a problem. Marco Salazar. He's talking to the DEA, meeting them tomorrow in Tijuana. We need this handled today. You know Marco. Mid-level operator. Smart enough to be useful, stupid enough to think he can switch sides. Where, you ask? His mistress's apartment, Colonia Libertad, 3rd floor. He arrives every day at 2 p.m., stays for an hour. A photo slides through. Marco's face, thick mustache, gold chain. Clean, the voice says. No spectacle. You leave through the side exit. 11 a.m., preparation. Storage unit on the south side. Unit 47, rented under a dead man's ID. Inside, boxes of tools, car parts, nothing suspicious. But behind a false panel, 3 pistols, 2 rifles, ammunition, suppressors. You select a Glock 19, suppressor, 2 magazines. You check the weapon, slide, trigger, sight, perfect. The gun is clean, untraceable. You take a plain black backpack. Inside, the gun, a change of clothes, gloves. You lock the unit. Tijuana is 2 hours away. 1:30 p.m. The apartment. Colonia Libertad. Lower middle-class neighborhood. The building is old. Pale yellow paint. Cracked concrete. You enter through the front. 3rd floor. Apartment 3B at the end of the hall. You check the exits first. Fire escape on the east side. Stairwell on the west. Front door. 3 ways out. You walk to the roof access. The door is unlocked. Empty rooftop. Clotheslines, water tanks. You find a spot behind the tanks. Sightline to the street below. You wait. Waiting is most of the job. 2:15 p.m. The target. He's late. That's good. Late means routine disrupted. Disrupted means distracted. A black Escalade pulls up. Marco steps out. Alone. Stupid. He should have security, but he's meeting his mistress. Security means witnesses. He doesn't want his wife to know. Vanity makes people vulnerable. He enters the building. You count to 60. You descend from the roof, down the stairs, 3rd floor. The hallway is empty. You pull on gloves, thin, black. You knock on 3B, footsteps inside. A woman's voice. Who is it? Delivery, you say. She opens the door. The chain is still on. You see her eye through the crack. Young, maybe 23. Too young for Marco. I didn't order anything, she says. You push, hard. The chain snaps. She stumbles back. You're inside, door closed, gun out. Marco is on the couch, shirtless, eyes wide. He reaches for something, probably a gun. You shoot him twice, center mass. The suppressor makes it sound like a book dropping. Thump, thump. He slumps. The mistress screams. You turn the gun on her. She freezes. Face the wall, you say. She does, shaking, crying. You have a choice now. The voice said clean, no witnesses. But she's not the target. She didn't choose this. You tie her hands with zip ties, her ankles, duct tape over her mouth. Someone will find you in a few hours, you say. Don't move, don't make noise, understand? She nods, tears streaming. You check Marco, pulse gone. You take his phone, his wallet, make it look like robbery. You wipe your prints. You leave through the fire escape, down the alley, into the street. You walk 3 blocks. You remove the gloves. The backpack goes into a dumpster. Different dumpster, different block. You're just another person in the afternoon crowd. 4:30 p.m. The call. Your phone vibrates. Same unknown number. Confirmed, the voice says. Good work, but we have a situation. You don't like the word situation. Situation means complication. Complication means risk. What situation, you ask? The DEA moved their meeting. It's happening tonight, not tomorrow. Marco had a partner, Rafael Ochoa. He's at a hotel in Zona Norte, Hotel Real, room 312. He's scheduled to leave for the border at midnight. We need him stopped. You're tired. You've already killed once today. But you don't say no. You never say no. Double rate, you say. Silence. Then, agreed. The line goes dead. You drive to a gas station. You buy a burner phone. You call a contact. You need information. Hotel Real, security, cameras, layout. The contact texts back in 20 minutes. Hotel Real is mid-range, business hotel. 2 security cameras, lobby and parking lot. Nothing in the hallways. Front desk is staffed until midnight. After that, it's automated entry. Rafael Ochoa checked in this morning. He's alone, no security. Either he's confident or he's stupid. Probably both. 8 p.m. The hotel. Zona Norte. Red light district. Neon lights. Street workers. Bars. The Hotel Real is on the edge. You enter through the lobby. The clerk barely looks up. You take the stairs to the 3rd floor. Room 312 is in the middle of the hallway. You knock. No answer. You pick the lock. 40 seconds. The door opens. The room is dark, empty. No luggage, no personal items. This is wrong. You turn to leave. 3 men enter, guns drawn. Not police, cartel, but not yours. Drop it, one says. You drop the Glock. The Sinaloa cartel is getting sloppy, sending 1 man. He smiles. Rafael is already across the border. He's DEA now. But you? You're a loose end. You understand. The setup, the phone call, all fake. Your own cartel doesn't know you're here. 8:30 p.m., the fight. The man lowers his gun slightly, talking. His mistake. You move, sweep his leg, grab his wrist, twist. The gun fires into the ceiling. You use him as a shield. The other 2 hesitate. You shove him forward into the second man. They fall. You dive for your Glock, roll, come up shooting. 2 shots. The 3rd man drops. The second man is pushing the first off. You shoot him twice. The first man scrambles back. Wait! You shoot him. 3 bodies. 45 seconds. You check each. Dead. You take their phones, weapons. You wipe prints. You leave. The hallway is empty. You exit through the service entrance. 10 p.m. The warehouse. You drive to an abandoned warehouse near the port. You examine the phones you took from the dead men. One has a text on the lock screen. Target confirmed. Hotel Real. Room 312. Expect company. This wasn't about Rafael. This was about you. Someone tried to eliminate you. Los Zetas. Rival cartel. They knew your pattern. They set the trap. You drop the phones in a trash compactor. You drive to a gas station. You call a number from memory. It rings twice. Yes? A voice answers. Not the same voice from the cathedral. This one is higher up. The 3 men in Hotel Real. They worked for Los Zetas. Silence. Then, and I want double my rate for Marco, plus compensation for the inconvenience. More silence. The cartel is calculating. You survived an ambush. You eliminated 3 enemy operators. That has value. You have proof? I have their phones, and I'm still breathing. That's proof enough. A long pause. Agreed. Same payment method. It'll be there by morning. Good. You hang up. The cartel will investigate. They'll find the bodies. They'll realize Los Zetas tried to kill their asset. They'll be angry, but not at you. You just became more valuable. 11 p.m., the apartment. You drive back to Culiacan, back to your small apartment. You park in your usual spot. You walk upstairs. You unlock your door. Everything is exactly as you left it this morning, 18 hours ago. Different lifetime. You take a shower, hot water. You wash the blood off your hands. You make a sandwich, ham, cheese, mayonnaise. You eat it standing at the kitchen counter. The TV plays late-night news. 4 men found dead in a Tijuana hotel. Los Zetas involvement suspected. Police have no leads. You turn it off. You sit on your couch. You think about the day. 2 jobs. 4 men dead. 1 trap survived. Marco tried to leave. He thought the DEA could protect him. He was wrong. The 3 men in the hotel thought they had you trapped. They were wrong too. Everyone thinks they're smarter than they are. You know better. 11:45 p.m. You check under the couch, pull out an envelope. Inside, 42,000 pesos, cash, your payment from last week. You add it to the other envelope hidden in the air vent. Total savings, 380,000 pesos, about 20,000 US dollars. Not enough to retire, not even close. You need at least 1 million, maybe 2. That's another 4 years, maybe 5, if you survive. Most don't make it past 3 years in this work. You've been doing it for 6. You're already on borrowed time. Your phone vibrates. New message, unknown number. Monterey, Thursday. Details tomorrow. Another job. You delete the message. You set your alarm for 6 a.m. You lie in bed. You stare at the ceiling. Tomorrow you'll wake up. You'll make coffee. You'll check your phone. And if the message comes, you'll drive to Monterey. Because this is your life now. Not for honor, not for loyalty, for money, for survival. For the hope that one day you'll have enough to disappear. Before someone makes you disappear first. You close your eyes. Sleep doesn't come easy. It never does. But eventually, you drift off. And tomorrow will be the same. Until the day it isn't.